Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we defeated Ohm, sieging his castle, eliminating his guards a decent amount inside his fort, or fortress, and defeating a level 18 wizard that he had brought back to his castle to try to lift the siege. That was a fun battle we did too. So I'm super glad as well that that wasn't a level 30 character. But Ohm did have two other heroes and has been fighting Beleth. So maybe he overstretched his army a bit and lost his level 30 at some point. Be interesting though if it was only level 18. Maybe that was his highest hero. I don't know how to check for it. And I don't know if there's a log written somewhere that would let me see everything that's occurred on a shard. But in any case, we won, and now we're at war with Beleth, and we've defeated one of his heroes at least, a level 16 warrior, an assassin. And now we're going to push on down to where he's probably located, somewhere down here. Not very much left to explore. Ilfin, as you can see, is level 13. Doing quite well with his army of rats. Speaking of which, I think we'll leave this rat behind because it's wounded, which is we won't need you. We can hire a new rat for you. And then we have Alarin, who is level 6. Slowly gaining levels, very, very slowly. And I don't know what I'm doing with him. Why are you going over there? Why aren't you staying here? Just stay here and explore here. Okay. And Ilfin? Oh, Ilfin is going all the way back to purchase the merchant's bracers. I don't think it works the way I originally thought, where we get more points for more of the merchant's set. How many pieces do I possess on Alarin? I think it's just one, right? Oh, no one's wearing the hat? I forgot to put the hat. I forgot to put the hat on someone. I paid all that money for that hat early on and not wearing it. Okay, let's send you then here, Alarin. Wear that hat. I can't believe I made such a dumb mistake. All right, and Daros, level 24. I think he needs a unit. He needs a unit in his army. He's down one spot. So we'll go here and lay siege to this location to gain access to that fort. So let's go ahead. Oops, there will be no loafers. Ilfin, what are we doing with you then? You can probably kill the Acreal. Oh. Acreal will be tough for your army to beat. No. How about the Minotaurs? If there's 2 of them, Ilfin can win. If there's 3 of them, that's a little too much. Why don't we take a look and see what's around that Ilfin might be able to fight. Oh, and then we should take a look at what we're making each turn, because I normally do that as well. Guards of Ages, Dwarves, Inquisitors, Inquisitors. Where are they? Well, then we'll have you go there. And as for a kingdom, 346 gold per turn, 25 gems per turn. Not bad at all. Actually, since we have money to spend, and I'm not that worried about holding on to it, let's keep making more buildings so that we can get more points at the end of the game. So let's build us a fighters guild. We can get duelists from contract scrolls appear in the store, speeds up arrival of new mercenaries, and provides gold whenever units are disbanded in castle garrisons. The hero Daros has entered the province of Core Plains. These lands belong to the ruler Beleth. Your party does not encounter any resistance. What are your orders, master? Capture it! Practically the whole province of Core Plains is now under your dominion, but most of the people have taken shelter in a local fortress. What are your orders, master? Begin a siege. Pathfinders of the province of Cassius report that some monster has started to appear in the village at night. It rapes apart villagers and drags remains off to some place. All that is found in the morning is a large pool of blood. Hire a witcher to hunt the lichen down. The witcher took his fee and went hunting in the night, but he did say that stalking the beast could last quite a while, and that these things are popping up all over the place. They're breeding like flies everywhere. Every province has like 12 of these things, just waiting for the pop up on this stupid shard. We'll wait. A descendant of the noble family that once ruled the province of now Czar has made an attempt to seize his patrimony. How dare he? What the heck? How did this happen here? So this normally occurs on the provinces that were held by a prince in the prince's lands. But this is happening here in Ohm's capital. Maybe there was a, like, knightly order here that he defeated at some point, which is why this is happening. Also, in case you can't tell, I'm really getting aggravated by the amount of lichens I've had to kill. So, with your permission, I'm going to reduce the chance that this event occurs if I can figure out where that is, because it's so annoying to have this happen every 20 turns. Come on now. Maybe once per shard, twice at the extreme. But this is like the 6th or 7th one of these things I think we've seen. At the very least, it's the 5th. That's just dumb. Come on, I'm tired of this. It's like what happens with me with jury duty. Every freaking 3 years, I get selected for jury duty again. I've been selected for jury duty like 12 times. That's a bit too much. No, it's not, actually. No, 12 times. In my life, I'm pretty sure they've sent me notifications for jury duty. It's so aggravating. Good God, I'm so tired of it. Alright, the good news is that this is a very weak group, and they won't be able to kill too many of us, if any. Let's give them some rats to worry about. Six range defense. We can move you up here. Let's put one of these archers to sleep. Let's think. They're both arguably the same. We'll put the one in the back here asleep. This is level 4. That is acceptable. Do we have a haste spell? He's got fever on him. Move you just around. Fever on him, lower his stats. Hit him. Kill this guy? Almost kill that guy. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. He would have died automatically, I'm pretty sure. Yes, shoot the rat I don't care about. That's exactly what I want you to do. Good job, Ilthan. Good job, rats. We will give you a counterattack. Alright, Ilthan, you're here for the Inquisitors. Let's do that. This is the 4th Lycan we've had on this shard. Still super annoying. We constantly get these. So we're probably not going to need this ballista, so let's also get rid of it. And we get a little bit back for now cashing it in. And Alarin can get back, or can now wear that hat. We don't need the saber. I don't think there's anything else for sale that he can wear. Actually, there is. There's more. Oh, I sold a copper ring last turn. Why'd I do that? We should have just given it to him. Okay, Lauren. And I don't really want you fighting anything here, so you're just going to explore. And we're sieging here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, purchase some guards for here, by the way. So let's purchase some mercs. We'll increase the mill to a brewery. We'll go ahead and also put a pub there and end our turn. Whilst we're in the province of Racing Sideland, the hero Ilarin found some tower ruins. Examine it. The hero Lauren has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him, preparing for battle. 7 enemies. Gang leader, brigand, thief, renegade, assassin. That's 5. So there's probably another thief and brigand. I think you can win this, Alarin. Let's go ahead and fight. I guess we should do something like this. Now, there are a lot of them. Let's see. No, he can't ignore armor, and no special double shot on him. I think we'll go ahead and put armor on the skeleton. And move it up a bit. Okay, so who gets the atrophy? I think it has to be the assassin or the gang leader. So let's hit the assassin with it. We'll hit him with a fever as well. Our rat can kill... Oh, that was kind of not the best way to move him. Our skeleton will do much more damage in melee versus the assassin than range. And take none really in return. Our ghoul can get the atrophy on the gang leader, and we can weaken him more by killing him. Okay. Actually, that doesn't work. You need a corpse, Tim. There's no corpses on the ground at the moment. Darn it! There we go. Let's create a zombie here. We can weaken that thief. Nice. Kill that one. We have to keep you there, rat. Hey! That was one of my bone spearmen, you jerk. Oh, it was a level 5. We didn't care about him that much. Good work, Alarin. You did win. Do I want one of these with you? I guess we can take the skeleton. We'll probably just ditch it, though, for a summoned skeleton via the ritual. Hey, a dwarven shield! This is amazing. This is an amazing shield. We've had this since the beginning of the game. Here, Ilton approaches a fairly strong, relatively new, and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him, prepared for about 4 enemies. Witch Hunter, Inquisitor, and Smiting Hand. You could win, and you should do this battle because Alarin can't. Always a false alarm. Just to make sure that they don't get to do too much to us. So these guys have first strike. This rat is here just to make this guy... Oh, you know what I should have done? The rat should have been, like, here. He would have used his... what's it called again? Forced March. I forgot you had that. It's annoying, but shouldn't be too bad. In case this is a misplay, he should still live. Since he's resting, we can actually hit him with a poison. Fever, good. More fever. Almost killed him. Oh! Not enough stamina to use his force march. Let's be a little careful about this, Tim. Right there. That's very good. This guy's still alive and will hurt quite a bit. With only 6 counterattack, though. We can poison him again. Now he dies at the start of his turn. Nice and easy, which is what I was hoping for. Alarin has leveled, +1 magic. Let's give him Thaumaturgy 2, once again increasing his resistance and letting him get past the enemies. What's your morale? 8. Let's give you more morale. Stone Crust is okay. We don't really need the open helmet. Here Daros is besieging in... Sorry, so 2 turns until we can break through the walls. There's a fair in the province of Nidak Valley. Traders from all over the world come here to sell their goods and buy wonderful things. Your income from trading taxes comes to 375 gold. Gold is good. Alright, Alarin. Can repair that shield for apparently no reason. 1 more turn till Walking Dead is off cooldown. Ilthin. Repair your equipment. Put Stone Crust here. Oh, now we have an infinite number of duelists if we want to hire them, apparently. Interesting. Your troops are also in good shape. You gained magic. 1 3rd level spell. We can grab a mass healing with you, I suppose. Only thing in there is a casino. Do I want more territory? Not really. Not really. Goblins, monster breeders. Let's have you go over here. Actually, Ilthin, you could probably help us fight down here. I think your army's strong enough to take on the enemy heroes when they show up. I'm not sure. He'd have to get the drop on them in order to utilize his ranger ability, sabotage abilities. We'll have you come down here, and maybe we'll do that after all. And Alarin, I guess we'll bring you back over here. You'll explore here, just let these provinces grow. We haven't built anything in any provinces. We should be always building things in provinces, so let's make this place a little happier. Give them a granary, a pub. Upgrade that to a tavern. 1 turn left. I'll think about it. Your country is growing. Corruption is growing with it. Bribery has become a widespread phenomenon, and now is the time to enact a law establishing how corrupted officials should be punished. Flog them. I think the answer you give determines might lower the amount of corruption, but also increase your own, decrease your karma level. But Lotaeri is so good, I'm sure people will forgive him for flogging politicians. Actually, I don't think anyone will care that we're doing that. We'll have you explore here, Alarin. Let's see what type of defenses he puts there. Upgrade to a brewery. Should build another building here too if you can. Let's build the Geologist Skilled. Income from Hilly Province increased by 1. That doesn't do anything really for us, but give us 1 more bucks. 1 more bucks. Reveals hidden deposits in Hilly Provinces and allows you to build a crystal mine. We don't really care about any of that. But again, we want the cash. Oh, there's something special hidden here. Okay, we should probably send Dalaran over there to investigate that after he lets this province grow a bit more. The hero Ilthin has entered the province of Maggot Swamp. These lands belong to the ruler Beleth. The enemy hero Orangol blocks your party's path. 7 enemies: Druid, Spearman, Thief, and Sorcerer. I kind of wish I wasn't playing music now because I played some special music for this battle as well. But I can't. So I think we can do this. Let's scout first. He's level 13. And Ilthin is level 14. 3 level 7 Spearmen, 1 level 5 Thief, 2 Sorcerers. I think we can do this. Let's attack. Now, I think we will poison the water for this battle to start. Mostly because of these guys. They will die in 3 turns without me having to do anything. He's armed with a sling of some sort. Probably a chain sling or a rope sling. Druids have the ability to root you in place with their range attacks. They have increased damage with their range attacks and are good at summoning. He's got a range of 5 up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really need to move up quite yet. Let's put... Oh, can we put him to sleep? Probably not. We're only going to be able to ignore 2 points of his resistance, which gives him a resistance of 6. So, sleep won't work on him. We could put, however, this guy to sleep for, I think... 2 turns? I don't think that's worth it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't help protect him, though. No, I think we'll put haste on ourselves instead. Okay, that's really awkward. Now that I know he can do that, we need to pull this mage back. Or block for him. He'll die at the beginning of his turn. Level 30 wolf. Great. Oof. Rather difficult enemy, I must say. I guess we'll put sluggishness on one of these guys. Let's put it on him. Both of the sorcerers are dying at the beginning of the next round. Yep. Poisoned to death. So you can kill skeletons with your bow. I really should not be just shooting willy-nilly with them. We should be saving it for things he summons. Okay. Ilthin, are you able to target the mage? Okay, this guy's no problem. Actually, we can blast him first. Move you back, and we can use Mass Heal to cure all our rats, and then kill this guy with diseases. Or maybe not. But he can't reach us this turn. And now it's over. Hey, fun little fight again. So we've seen 2 of his heroes now. Both are mid-level. We'll give you a hit point. It's your stamina, 11. Range defense. Hunger, +5 necrophage. Force knowledge, +1. I guess I'll give you force knowledge. Poison or poison immunity. We'll take poison immunity with you. Stamina. Hero Alarin has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 7% of the land in the province of Weeping Bogs. Continue exploring. Assault! Do we even need to shoot? Arguably not. Realized I don't think Ballista have morale. I mean, they have 10 morale, but I don't think it ever goes down. I don't think they care. Yeah, they're immune to morale loss. Interesting. I guess it's another good thing about Ballista. They never betray you. Alright. In the night, the same Witcher you hired to go hunting all the other Lycans. Alright, so you know what's probably happening? We sold 2 Lycan scrolls, and I bet you that that the Witcher bought them, and then he re-releases these things, and then we have to hire him to kill the other Lycans. That's what's happening. It's some horrible cycle of Lycan death, destruction, capturing, and then selling them over and over and over again. Great. I'll think about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Daros can now handle one of those events happening in the province he's in. But we get kind of lucky to have a hero there who can actually take on a Lycan successfully. Excellent work as well, by the way. Ilthin, welcome to the front lines. Put a Watchman Guard here. He has another hero. He has 3 heroes, and we've seen 2 of them. Let's put the walking... Oh. Centaurs won't really like swamps. Pack of Ratmen go here. Actually, no. Wait, this isn't swamps. This is plains. Let's put our centaurs here. We'll put someone in this province to hold it. Daros needs another unit in his army. Let's take the elf. And of course we make him a fire elf. That's still making $361 and 29 gems. I'm going to move Daros here. Because we put a Watchman's Guards here, this hero will probably attack this province. And I'm going to want Daros there to repulse him. not Ilthin, because Ilthin will be on the defensive, and I don't want any of his units being poisoned or the like. And I think Ilthin can just push on south. So let's do that. We have some money. Is there another cheap building? The Shipbuilders Guild. Allows building a shipyard in coastal provinces. Allows heroes to travel through one sea province from the stronghold. Don't care about that at all on this shard. But it's worth more points at the end of the game, so we're going to build it. The Ilthin has entered the province of Ancestral Woods. These lands belong to the ruler Beleth. Your party does not encounter any resistance. What are your orders? Capture it. Continue exploring. There's a horrible plague in the province of Lurker Bogs. Over half of the population has been incapacitated, bedridden with a high fever. Their bodies covered with disgusting, oozing sores. People in the province are blaming the local witch. Perform a cleansing ritual. Magicians perform the difficult ritual cleansing, and people in the province of Lurker Bogs are healed. In their joy, they even forget about the witch burning, although the witch is still caught and tied to the stake. Release the poor woman. There isn't not enough space for new dwellings in the province of Rowan. I'll think about it. Scouts in the province of this place have reported there's a battle for you to do. Got it. Okay, so this will let this place grow a little bit more from a dwelling. So many places need to be explored. Alarm's head be back here, though. Keep explore that location where secret's there. And do we find Beleth's kingdom yet? I think it's over here. 89%, 86%. It's probably in this direction. There is some Dionite down there. Do we have Dionite already? We don't have any Dionium. I don't know what guards are left here, though. So I'm saying guards are left here because I can see a berry farm here, and I can see a sawmill and a crystal mine here, which means that Ohm had been down here at some point. And then when he was defeated, his guards are still located here. So let's put a sawmill here. Daros, you head down. We get rid of this guard now. And instead, we'll put a pack of ratmen here. And for this province, I think guards. If Daros, you march down. The forest guards over there. Orcs are over there. A vassal guard is here at Dushboz. I guess he can keep that. Let's head in this direction with you, Ilthin. See how strong these orcs are. $11 of them. Oh, but they're leaving. The Ilthin has entered the province of Dryvale. These lands belong to the ruler Beleth. The local guards attempt to retreat without a fight. Bugbear, Orc, Ghost Whisperer, and a Cleaver. Let's let them leave. I'll think about it. I'll think about that too. Trolls from the swamps have suddenly attacked the province of Maggot Swamp. Why can't they just live in peace? No, we're not going to do this. We're going to lose horribly. The trolls have ravaged the settlement in the province of Maggot Swamp, devouring most of the population, then retreated to their swamps. The damage cost you 113 gold. I'm going to get even with those creatures. That sucked. Let's repurchase the Ratmen again. And he's not apparently here, Beleth that is, because I don't see his capital. It must be one of these provinces. Oh, that sucks for Beleth if he started down here. We'll put some men of war here. As a guard. I don't really need a crystal pit. We'll replace it with a pub. Daros, you head down here. Ilthin, you move over there. We'll build the Illusionist Guild. And since we build the Illusionist Guild, probably should have done this a long time ago, we can go ahead and now cast Illusionary Battles. Yep, to help this group grow. The undead won't care about the morale loss that occurs after you cast that spell. Only the living units, so it's pretty good at leveling things like that. Daros, yep, we're heading down there, and I think it's over, everyone. I don't see Bella being able to win. Theodaros has entered the province of Gloomy Pinewood, and the enemies are the fairy guards, or forest guards, and they're trying to flee. We'll let them leave. While exploring the province of Posset Banks, Hero Alarin found a marble deposit. Examine it. Hero Alarin has found a rich marble deposit. Your workers will begin mining it immediately. Continue exploring. Perfect! That was easy. Since this place still needs to grow, we'll keep exploring here. There he is. And orcs are guarding his province. Daros, let's have you move up here and attack. We have just enough money to put a outpost here. We can even upgrade that outpost, I think, to a fort. We can... Oh, I can't stick anyone in it, though. Okay, then Ilthin, you go down here to guard that province. Daros, yep, move south to attack Beleth. And that's it. There'll be no loafers. Who's not doing anything? There we go. And the province of Gloomy Pinewood has been invaded by a party of the ruler Beleth. His assassin is resurrected with a thief and a skeleton, but Daros will absolutely annihilate him. Oh, we could have Ilthin do it, though. Let's have Ilthin do it. He fled. Damn coward. 11 orcs. They are not running. I guess we'll put you up here. Elves and forests have really good ranged defenses. And you will not be immune to fire. I don't really need Bless on Daros to win this. Let's put Bless on our elf. I should have done that first. That's going to be annoying if they keep healing one of those. I think we can kill him with ranged attacks now. I should have used this first. Thankfully, it didn't matter. And she will die now to the fire, so I don't need to attack her. Let's put some damage on this. Good. So that will be destroyed at the start of the turn. So you better use it. As you can see, it does quite a bit of damage. Now, this battle's really freaking annoying. These girls are really difficult to put down with range attacks. So keep putting fire on her. She will eventually die. You're not gonna die normally? Oh, that was a misclick as well. Moving into the forest, and I meant to move one to a side. She dies at the beginning of her turn. Well, why would you use Forced March for that? Your friend isn't going to help you. Oh, I think you want to be closer to our ballista. And it's over. Good try, it works. You did damage quite a few of my ballista. That's really annoying. They can't be... We don't have a worker, so we can't repair them. We'll give you a resistance medal. Why not? It's the end of the game. Let's go ahead and do that for you. Here, Darius has entered the province of Garnodath. These lands belong to the ruler Beleth. This is his capital. Gorn blocks our way. We attack. I don't think it's going to matter where I... He's going to see what Darius is to put his hero all the way on the other side. But we're going to... Oh, he's not going to. Perfect. Troops, everyone moves up. We can start damaging that thief. I'm expecting a magic arrow to kill this elf of ours immediately. Oh no, he's putting magic armor on the thief? Did I just see you do that? No, on himself. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So, I guess we have to kill the skeleton with you, Daros. That's annoying. Didn't kill him, really. Oh, so annoying! I should be using these first. They lowered his range defense just a tad. He's a paladin! I'm not gonna be able to easily destroy him with those spells. Let's use cat reflexes. We'll eventually get your range defense down to nothing, and your magic armor will fade. Alright, finally! Fortunately for you, we have an entire army here designed to support Daros as well. Oh. Level 25. Guess we'll kick Constitution 3 for that regen +1. We will give you an ammo. What's your morale? 10. Give you some morale. Siege +2. Begin a siege! While exploring the province of Posset's Banks, the hero Alarin found something unusual. A dark cave. Examine it. The hero Lauren has reached the entrance to a dark cave. This place is in a bad repute with the locals for a reason. The cave is obviously inhabited, and its inhabitants don't look very friendly. Ghost Whisperers, Wolves, Spirit Conjurers. This army will decimate Alaran. We have to retreat. There's an influx of traders in the province of Kahashas, and massive sales are coming. According to tradition, much of the trade income makes its way to the treasury eventually in the form of bribes and presents. What are your orders? We won't break our old traditions. The sales are successful, and thanks to your newest bribes and gifts, your income is 500 Aces gold. Not bad. Right, well done, Alaran. I guess anything you find out here is going to be too high level for you to fight. Let's move you down here to begin exploring. Let's places grow a little more. And we're now sieging this capital. Let's go ahead and put some units here to block the eventual arrival of that scout of his. And why not? We'll fill it up with an actual defensive squad. Waste of money. We don't need to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. You come down here to help Daros. Actually, no. You'll stay here and maybe ambush this hero. He's going to have to force his way through one of these two guards. And he'll probably choose this one. Actually, hold on. Ilthan? What actually is in this province? Ancient guards are too tough. Hell Cohort. Not in forests. That's going to be really tough. Well, we do have the fatigue spell. If there's 3 of them, Ilthan can do it. If there's 4 of them, Ilthan can do it, but he'll probably take losses. But you know what? There's a fort right here. Let's try it. Oh, actually, we should also look to cast a ritual of some sort if we can. So, let's go ahead and cast the Fear spell over here. If I have a Deadly Terror, we do. It's the only hero that Bellis has, and sorcerers won't like having their... Well, they'll be resistant, I think, to a lot of that morale loss, but still, every bit will help. It's 4 enemies. I think we can win. Let's do it. While searching for treasures, a hero Ilthan has approached an ancient temple. This old shrine only seemed abandoned from afar. Its guards have noticed the uninvited guest and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies, we will attack. So, I like that hill very much. With that swamp on the other side of it. That's a nice choke point. If we could put our... It all depends upon where he decides to set up his army. If his army is down here, I think we can maybe take the hill with one of these two. The army's up here. It might be a little too risky to actually climb on the hill. Let's see where they are. Oh, and we will go ahead and raise a false alarm to lower their stamina. Oh, I was expecting 2 Cerebuses. We only have 1 of them. That's actually fantastic. Do you grant Hill's knowledge to everyone? I don't think you do. Oh, but he has Hill's knowledge anyway. So if I move you here, he can go 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. But his moves probably only be 3. So I think we can move you up here and fever him in order to... Oh, it's just 1 round. It's not going to be very effective. Okay. What is your ranged defenses and your magic defenses? By far and large, I'm mostly worried about this, although he will also be annoying. I think we'll start with a haste on... No, I don't need a haste. Does he have... He's a beast. Even if he has ammo, you can't steal it. Let's use Fireblade. Okay, so here comes the Cerebus. Weakened, which I like seeing. Kind of wish I didn't give this rat the hill now. I'd rather not lose the plague bearer, but it won't matter that much if we do. How much damage can we put on that hellhound? Probably. Well, Tim, it would help if you shoot it then. You can kill it! That's the best type of damage to inflict on something. The amount that kills it. That's a lot of counterattack damage. You will die to him. I think almost everything will die to a hit from it on my side of the board. Which is, oh, I'm sorry, these rats will die to it very easily. But he shouldn't. That's a real risk, Tim. He ignores half the armor of his targets. He does 17 damage. He'll live, just barely. But he should live. Indeed he did. Just barely. I don't know why I'm fevering him. We're going to kill him with Ilthin. Everyone else can now kind of just wait. Do I want to use my heal spell to heal that one rat? I think he'll be okay in the end. Oh! Clever! Moving around to hide yourself. It didn't... sweeping around to where most of my army wasn't, but it doesn't matter. Ilthin can kill you with a single hit anyway. Well done, guys. Let's give you a stamina. What's your resistance for? Give you a counterattack. A longbow. Not useful for us. Tier 3 shop bow, I believe is what that is. One more turn, and it's over. Ilthin, you don't need any more troops. You did not gain a level. I'm surprised that Belith isn't trying to move his hero down here. He must realize that he simply cannot win any of the battles in the surrounding lands. Alarin, nothing there. We need you to have. Just keep exploring. Actually, wait, this is the last turn, I'm pretty sure, so we should build a building if we can. So let's build the Craftsman Guild. By the way, I never really look at it. I'm always stuck at the left-hand side of the screen. Every once in a while, I remember that our actual Citadel Fortress and everything within it is over here. It's pretty awesome looking. I do like that every building you construct shows up over here somewhere. I really do like that. These must be where all my magic locations are. This represents the level of our castle. Here's where the Ratmen have set up outside. Like, it all makes sense where this stuff is, too. I really, really like it. Saving up for later. Continue exploring. While exploring the province of Gloomy Pinewood, Ilthin found an abandoned temple. Examine it. Oh, we've actually lost this. While searching for treasures, the hero Ilthin has approached an ancient temple. This old shrine only seemed abandoned from afar. Its guards have noticed the uninvited guests are preparing for battle. 4 enemies. Daukon's Guardian, Elemental Mistress, Fairy Dragon, Scion. I don't think I've seen any of these. What levels are they? Level 21, level 17, level 23, level 26. I don't even know what they're capable of. We're just going to retreat. Assault! Alright, this is it. The big battle against Beleth. The final conflict on this. On the shard. And I see Beleth took what few forces were here with him when he decided to attack Daros earlier. Let the elf kill you. The ruler Beleth has been defeated and banished from this shard. Serves the bastard right. We won! Awesome! We've earned the Seafarers Guild, the Tower of Hypnosis, and the Sphere of Ice. I forgot what we've been fighting for on the shard. Not terribly useful to us at the moment, but maybe on huge shards that are seas, this will be really useful. And our first tier 3 spell schools, I believe. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's correct. We've also earned a Plague Shooter, and as we just seen, I like the rats, so we'll probably keep this. 461 points earned. No rewards. We didn't earn any special stuff for this shard. 3 opponents defeated. 2 enemies eliminated. We did all the... Oh, we killed 2 of the 3 of them. We won almost 100 times. Well done. We didn't lose at all, thanks to reverts. 38 provinces. We had 3 heroes. 78 blows in the stronghold. What is that? That's 3 points per... I think that's... Yeah, 3 points per... No. Every 3 buildings gives you 1 point. 4 treasures. I think these are purple items. 5 quests, 2 reversions. That is counted by our quests. 58 personality. We have a 58 personality, everyone. And it's turn 145. We were slightly... Took us a little bit longer than maybe it should have, but I think we did really well. Difficulty level is 112. Really? I wouldn't expect competent to give me more points at the end of the game. And we won! 100% of all the points that we have earned based on this calculation we get to keep for 461. Wonderful. The time to make your choice has come, Lotaeri. Either you destroy the mortals populating your world yourself, or I'll do it after casting you down into chaos first. Which option do you prefer? Oh, hey! Holy crap, he's threatening to invade us! I'll crush you, Lenashar. Wow! Oh, man! Well, Lenashar, this means that I'm attacking you next turn, because that's the way it gets done. Wow, it's been an age since I've seen this. Is it just me or is our shard different? I seem to remember... The last time, I thought our shard was always the same. I thought our shard was always the same, but apparently that's not the case. Very interesting. Last time I thought we started, like, down here. Or maybe it was over here. And we had to go up and around to fight Dogor. And he had the mass suicide spell on 2 of his heroes. God, I was so angry. I was so angry fighting Dogar. That was so frustrating. Man, so I'll take a good look at this off screen to think about what I should do, but I'm also going to wait to record the next part until this part goes up, so you guys will get a chance to see what's around us. Maybe you guys can give me a few tips on what you think we should do. This is really interesting. We have halflings right next to us. It could be useful to get them to join us. I'm already pretty content of taking another warrior start, because I see a weapons store here as well, which is very promising. How many brigands are around us, though? None. getting the ally will be tricky. Unless we have a lot of brigands here. 1. 2. Might be enough. Might be enough. Brigands are brigands and thieves in these locations. This will be 3. This will probably be 3 or 4. They'll probably want 8 or 10 killed. But we might get lucky to find more brigands around. If we need to get the halflings early, because then we can just have this province join us as well. Which will give us starting iron. Alright, well, I'll take a look at all this off screen. And I guess I'll be back to read your comments on the last video. So thank you guys for watching. And I will see you then. In a few seconds, that is. God, habits. What I say at the end of the episode always gets me. So be back in a few seconds, everyone. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and read the comments I got on the last video. So, I tend to like doing them in opposite order at which I got them. So, Dennis Mayak, which is to say oldest first, said, some buildings mentioned to increase attack of castles' towers, but I also don't remember ever encountering them. Maybe this feature's not working properly. Yeah, I've never seen a tower. I've noticed that like things will say like adds 1 battle tower, increases the damage of the province's towers, but I've never ever seen a battle tower. I can't remember them. I think I might have seen like a lightning tower at some point, but otherwise never. So I don't know quite what's happening. I've been under the impression that that means that we take more morale damage as we're sieging the capital. Because I don't understand why the sieging army would be losing morale. It should be the defending army that slowly loses morale as they're being starved to death inside that location, but it's the opposite for Eador Genesis. So I guess no one can deal with the amount of waiting around they have to do on the outside of the castle while they wait for the walls to drop. Dennis also says buildings in the... Oh, you know what? 1 second. 1 second. All right. I have to put Dennis's rest of his comment to the side briefly, so I can get to the end of Bruno's comment briefly, because Dennis used a word that I use, and I type it a lot. I probably type it incorrectly too, as well as saying it incorrectly, but I've been pronouncing, okay, our holdings, our territory, and the province in which our castle or fort is located in as Demosthene. And I'm adding letters to that because they don't exist there. If I was to read it as I see it spelled, I would say Demosthene, but it's pronounced domain. Which that looks completely not right to me, but that's totally 100% correct. So Bruno, at the end of his comment, said, P.S. by the way, it's getting me crazy. Domain is pronounced like domain. In fact, it's an oldie-timey form of writing domain. So there we have it. So now I will forever remember the correct way to spell that, to pronounce that word. I will probably still spell it incorrectly, because it looks nothing like that word. But, or rather, it doesn't look like the way the pronunciation is to be these days. But thank you, Bruno, for finally kicking me in the butt to get me to look that up. All right. Now, with that said, let's go back to what Dennis Mayak has said. Buildings in the domain are extremely powerful against corruption because they decrease the total sum of corruption points from the whole empire. Roughly speaking, dungeon decreases corruption in every province by 10%. Corruption from a deputy's house decreases points only from that particular province. So, thank you, Dennis, for that very much. So that makes it sound like I should only care about the, like, deputy houses in places where we have a good amount of corruption and we are potentially losing a good amount of money from them as well. Dennis says corruption points from a single province are generally not very substantial. Usually it is better to build income-producing buildings first, even in provinces populated by corrupt races, because Deputy's House will reduce it by 1 to 2 gold. Except if you have access to a higher tier upgrade of Deputy's House, like Town Council, which also gives a huge increase to gold income. Also, it may have a substantial effect if provinces known to have a Thieves Guild, either visible, or you can check how much income increases when you build something. If a building gives 5 gold, but income from province is increased by only 3 after building it, most likely there is not yet found Thieves Guild there, or a few. If everything more useful is already built, then I just start building them everywhere, starting from provinces of most corrupt races. Yep. So that's probably what I'll be doing from now on. Thank you, Dennis, very much. I actually had to go and look up what races are the most corrupt compared to others. Like, you wouldn't think of it this way, but the dwarves are actually very corrupt, with a 15 for their provinces. Goblins are a 20. Humans are a 10. Acreal are 0. Dark Elves and Gnolls, I think, are 12, according to Eadorpedia. What else do we have? Most of the specifics I wrote are coming from Eadorpedia. I was familiar with most mechanics before it was made, but now I can just go get actual numbers. Huge thanks to anyone who worked on it. I believe that would be Worktarg, I think is the gentleman's name who put, at least he's credited in the Eadorpedia for some of the game mechanics at the very least. And I think you can see him playing the game with Mr. Feborn, who I put a link to in one of my earlier videos. I will try to put a link down below to where he and him are playing a multiplayer game, in case you want to listen to two Russians play the game together. I don't understand anything that they're saying. Just a heads up, but it's fun to watch them play. Spoilers below. Final battle against Ohm was not as epic as we thought it would be, but I think it deserves special treatment. It was much anticipated and fun to watch. Thank you. I was really happy to put the music in. I thought it'd be a lot tougher than it ended up being in the end. He wasn't too tough for even Ilthin to take on, but the only reason for that is we had a decent army, and we used it reasonably well against him, I felt. Because he incapacitated Ilthin for the entire battle until he was practically... he was dead, effectively, by when Ilthin woke up from his nap. But yeah, I was drumming up that anticipation. I was really looking forward to that fight and seeing what would happen. I was fully confident he'd be level 30. But even if he was level 30, I felt that would be fine, given all the battles Ohm had obviously been doing. He was obviously fighting... or I think he was probably fighting on 2 fronts. He had some strong heroes, and probably it wouldn't surprise me if 2 of them were level 30, given all the provinces he was holding on to, and the constant combats he was in. What else did you say, sir? Really lucky that other heroes probably died assaulting Beleth. Ohm had half the map conquered and 2 rulers almost defeated. I bet this was the 3rd hero, and first 2 were really powerful. Yeah, this was either his 3rd or his 2nd, is my guess. I've been playing with, as you've seen in the past, another character, Trimus. He's not as far in as Lotaeri is in his campaign, but on my other campaign, I have not encountered nothing like what we've seen so far. He's about to meet Dogor, and I'm not anticipating seeing any hyper-leveling with him, judging by what the AI is capable to do at the moment. It seems much... I don't know if fair is the proper word, but I'll use that term. It seems like the AI has been balanced a bit. I remember that Jazz, I think he's the one who does most of the code for this game. That's his handle on the Eador Russian forums for New Horizons. Mentioned that he did see that the AI's it's not working right, and he sees why it's not working right, and he was going to fix it. So maybe this has now been fixed. I certainly hope so. I'll have a lot of fun finishing this this campaign if we never see the hyper level glitch again. What does he say? Adding any other music is fine with me. I like variety. A significant part of my playlist is made up of game soundtracks. Nice! I basically only listen to game soundtracks these days. Every once in a while I listen to some old techno that I have lying around. But or house music in particular. But I haven't listened to that stuff in a long time. I should dig up my old MP3s I have on a different hard disk. But yeah, for me, I would love the excuse to use some of them. So if you guys don't mind, I will try fitting them in, and we can either agree that, yeah, I like this, or you can be like, oh, it's a bit too much, Tim. And we go back to Eador Genesis music. There's nothing wrong with the Eador Genesis music. I like it very much, and there's no copyright on any of it, as far as I'm aware. So, who's next? Bruno, let's get to your comments, as I interrupted Dennis's to get to yours. Bruno says, I think that when you choose assault, the walls are not completely gone, i.e., you assaulting a breach. I don't remember if the defenders can surrender if you keep the siege, though. Yeah, I don't think they can. I don't think you can even break out of the siege with any unit. So when you're sieging an enemy capital, and I think this goes for fortifications as well, your hero... I thought there was an option for your hero to spawn at a fort, but that only might be if your capital is under siege. But no heroes can be resurrected, and I do not think any units can be hired once the province comes under siege. I might be wrong about that. It has been an age since my capital has been under siege. Generally, I'm giving up if it looks like the AI is going to stomp me into the ground and make it to my capital and win. I shouldn't do that, but I've done that in the past. But I can't remember. But I think you basically have to fight it, or you have to wait until the AI is finally able to conquer your walls and win. That said, if it's going to take them 150 turns, you can probably easily repulse them because their morale will be broken when the battle starts, assuming you have a large enough force behind your walls. But you can't give up because these shards are 100% winner. You win the shard, or it's gone from you forever. So there's no basically tossing the towel. If you're under siege, you just say return to the astral. You have given up in that way. Regarding corruption, depending upon the difficulty you are playing on, there's a number of provinces threshold where you start getting corruption. Yep, for us it's 16, I believe. Indeed, some races are more corrupt than others. Goblins, orcs, centaurs, dwarves, I think too. Yep. Actually, I think centaurs are 0. Centaurs don't have any corruption. Orcs, goblins, dwarves, gnolls, dark elves, and humans? Actually, so most races have some corruption. Orcs actually have less than humans at 8 compared to human provinces of 10, compared to dwarves, which are 15. And I think halflings might be 5 or 10. Look really quick. Where are halflings? 10. So they're the same as humans. So far... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. But basically, yes, you should build a deputy house ever you can afford a building slot and or cost. Depends upon the corruption, I think. Otherwise, yes. If you don't have anything else better to build there, and I don't need like a library or a storehouse to repair my equipment regularly, yep, it should be the deputy house. It'll probably be, you'll see me building them, now that I know dwarves are super corrupt, it'll definitely be dwarven kingdoms. They usually have special minerals, and I usually build mines there, and there's quite a bit of income. And if you put a dwarven guard there, that increases the income even more. And so I'm going to want deputy houses in dwarven kingdoms. So far, no hyper-leveling AI, smiley face. Yeah, I'm super happy about that too. At the very least, we got through a shard without it. Hopefully, Lashnar doesn't do that to us on this shard. And then you told me how to pronounce domain. Thank you, sir, very much for that. Adorable says, I'll add a bit of advice and allies to expand on what you received this episode. A strong army is an absolute must for allying with orcs and required if you want to go with gnolls. To ally with gnolls, you have to beat their champion, and I won't spoil it, but it's a very tough fight. I'm not certain, but I believe that diplomacy helps with dark elves. Every time I try to talk with them with a hero without diplomacy, they brush me off. But with even 1 rank, I always get the quest. More ranks seem to open more conversation options as well. Dark Elves has some of the best variety of units available, along with 2 different guard contracts. I gotta say, the tier 1 girls feel way less strong in your army for some reason. Plus, they are mostly unscrupulous, like Ratmen, so they work slightly better with good Astral Masters than Orcs or Gnolls. Nice. So it's like having Goblins evil, or are they unscrupulous? It might be evil. I can't remember. In any case, yes, my girls are a little weaker than your Nightshades are, adorable, because I lowered the range on them by 1. I've been tempted to put it back and weaken them some other way. Maybe give them 1 less range attack damage instead. God, or 1 less armor pierce or something, because they're so they can take out an entire army of any army can take out another entire army, but depending on how many there are. But like, if there's 5 girls and a priestess, and I walk in there with, say, any level, like below level 10 army, with the exception maybe of the commander, I'm losing probably all my units trying to kill those girls. It's just awful. They focus them down, my units, really quick. They get those dots up on everyone. It doesn't seem to matter how much armor I have on anyone. When I finally reach their lines without any life on my people, I do no damage because they have parry and can take a hit. It's just awful. I hate them. I think they're unbalanced, so that's why I lowered their range by 1. I could put it back. I could be persuaded to put back their range by 1, but then I'd want to take away their parry and like lower their range defense by 1 instead, so that this way when you make it to them, you can at least kill them. God, I hate them. I gave Ballista another shot today, since I recently unlocked him in my campaign. Nice! Took a commander as my first hero and aimed him towards upkeep reduction and range attack plus ammo and preparation. They definitely work better with the support system in place. Yep, I agree. They work very well with the commander, with the plus ammo and the plus damage, just for him. They also gain plus ammo and plus range damage upgrades pretty frequently as plus siege, so they're very useful for support. At least I think so. Still feel a bit clunky to me, though. I think they just don't fit my playstyle very well. Oh, okay, that's fair. Yep, not every unit's for everyone. As you pointed out this episode, good armies tend to form a strong line and let the enemy charge, while evil armies are more tricky and reactive. Yep, you have to be a little careful with the good line, right? Because you want to make sure that, like, your one swordsman doesn't get rushed by, like, 3 barbarians. So you gotta still about position him very well. But yeah, sure enough, you set him up there, they take a hit, they retaliate. It's good. I play well with the good aligned or neutral aligned forces. Evil, I don't have that much practice with them. Adorkable says, I like rushing forward and creating chaos with my units, and that limits what targets the ballista can reach. Oh, sure. But I do see their usefulness now, so it was a successful experiment. Nice. Even taking them just for the siege could be useful. As you might have seen, I used them also to distract enemies, their range attackers, because, their choices move up just a hair and not fire at something, or fire at the ballista and maybe do a point of damage, and the AI will often take that point of damage. I don't mind if you play around with the music. Have fun. Oh, thank you, Adorkable. And sorry about your game night getting canceled. I know how much that sucks. One of the people in my group works on call, so we have to cancel on short notice sometimes too. Yep, it's like that with me. Most of my brothers one's on call, and the other could be on call depending upon what happens during the day, or shifting his schedule depending upon what they want him to do. So, yeah, but from time to time. I responded back with some of what I said to you, Adorkable, and you responded back to me. And you say, let's think here. What am I talking? Oh, brigands. So Adorkable and I were talking about brigands, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like brigands. They don't really seem like they're worth it. Adorkable says, I think they feel less powerful when you... Oh, maybe it's because of the girls? Okay, I think it's the girls that I'm talking about, and she's responding. I think they feel less powerful when you use them because you're trying to keep them alive. I guess that's true. I don't rush the girls up to definitely get kills on the entire enemy army because I want them to live, so I'm a little more careful with them when I do use them, which has only been, I think, twice in New Horizons. I tend not to make an alliance with the Dark Elves because I tend to hit them in, like, the 3rd tier. There's Dark Elves here, right? Oh, there's 2nd tier here. Interesting. But we're probably getting alliance with the halflings, so I can nab the very quick iron and then push south as fast as possible. We'll see what happens. I'm probably not going to go for the Drow quest, though. Ratman too far away. Of course, yeah, that's too far away. Anyway, so, right, so you definitely want to... I prefer keeping my units alive when they're in my armies, if I can, to get them leveled up. That's fun. The numbers go up. Everyone likes the numbers going up. And so... Well, or down, depending upon the game you're playing, right? You want Thaco going down. You want your armor class actually going down in 2nd edition. You want your saving throws going... Never mind. Sometimes you want the numbers to go down instead. When you fight them, they feel totally overpowered because they are almost inevitably going to kill some of your units with their bleed. The AI, especially in location battles, is there to try to drain your resources as much as possible, so they have no issue letting units die if it means even killing one of yours. We would definitely prefer to keep units alive for the most part so they can level up. Yep. The Tier 1 Dark Elf unit isn't underpowered, really, so you just can't cruise missile them at enemies like the AI does because of how easily they die. You have to be more strategic so they feel less powerful, but they are really, really good. Still really, really good in reality. Yeah, they're really, really good. They're a fantastic skirmish harassment unit. God. When you're fighting 5 of them on hills, which is where they're like hanging out because they're like guarding metal, it's just awful. I hate them. I bet you when we go here, we see that this iron is guarded by girls too, the Dark Elves. I hate them so much. Lost Fremen says, oh man, Tim. That was a great intro with the new music playing. Such a great choice. Oh, thank you, Lost Fremen. Really sets the mood and gets us right back into the action. It fits with the cliffhanger from the previous episode. Yes, that was exactly what I was aiming for with it. And why I started the game that way, too, as opposed to us already in the Shard. Because I was like, we're fighting Ohm. He's coming. Let's drum up the anticipation and the suspension for this, and the tension. If it's, oh, I read that. The rest of the songs were also very cool. I hope you had a fun D&D session, and thank you for taking extra time in this video, as well as subjecting yourself to YouTube shenanigans. I don't mind that whatsoever. We're cooking with gas now. Ohm and the other guy who thinks he's tough. Belith. I love Belith. He's such a oily, weaselly, backstabbing megalomaniac. I love him. I never want to assault his kingdom. I want him around forever because of just how sniveling and evil he is. I love it. And that's all the comments I can see on this video. So thank you guys very much for leaving them. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, and remind me again. I've been staring at this quite a bit, and I think I know what I'll be doing. So I'm going to talk about my plan now as well, because it might really matter. My plan is to hire 2 heroes on my first turn. So we're done with comments. I'm now talking about what the plan is for the Shard in the next episode. I think we start with 2 heroes. So we have the money and the gems to do it. And generally, the faster you get your heroes up and running, the easier time you have it. The first hero, because of the equipment we have, should probably be a warrior. We can even give him the hat, this hat, and this cloak, if we so desire, for an extra 3 range defense. Good God. In any case, we would give him this for, or we give this to the second hero, who we'll talk about in a second. He gets 1 resistance, so we could probably make him a paladin, just like before. We give him a dwarven shield and nice boots. He'll have 2 resistance, and at the very least, 2 defense and range defense. And since we already start with a smith, we can immediately buy the simple chainmail at reduced cost as well. So that's the starting plan. Simple chainmail, get a warrior in play. He'll already have 4 defense and 4 range defense, which is really great. That's effectively starting with the defensive tactics. I think that's what it's called, perk for him. And that's great. He can take hits. We'll have to get lucky probably to get a decent weapon on him, but we also do have the Bardiche to help us if we don't need the defense, depending upon what we're fighting. So I think that's what we do for our first hero, is we get a warrior. And our second hero, because we have 2 of it, is a scout. Scouts make great second heroes because we can give them scouting to help find enemy locations our warrior can do. And if he has diplomacy, we can take advantage of that as well, because I see this shop here. Another reason why I want to get the halflings as allies, because I want access to this place as fast as possible, so we can see what's available for sale here. And actually, if he has diplomacy, and if we can get him leveled quickly, we might be able to get the halflings to join without completing their quest. It's something to think about at the very least. Since we're only down 2 gems, wearing the illusion set that we have so far will also counter this. We won't be making any gems, but we won't be losing any gems either. So that will be useful. And we don't have any schools unlocked to start. So we don't have to worry about being tempted to cast spells in combat. Alternatively, we could start with or have our second hero be a commander. The defensive banner is very nice. +1 defense, +1 range defense for the whole party. But I think we do start with warrior and go scout second. So that will be the plan. It would also let me take advantage of the army I've got here. I'd probably give 2 elves and the fairy to my warrior. A dwarf, an elf, and the scholar to my scout is what I would do. Anyway, that's the plan. We'll try to conquer as many locations as possible, get our economy going quickly, which will be a bit rough because we're spending a lot of money on 2 heroes right up front, but I think it'll pay off in the long run. And if not, we'll lose horribly, and that will be the end of our campaign because Lashar will have conquered us. It would be a pretty epic way to fail. But I think I'd have fun, especially if the enemy AI doesn't hyper level. Alright, anyway, I'm going to stare at what's available here again off screen and think about this some more. And if you guys do have any advice or thoughts, let me know. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.